All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, or Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And we're going to start here in Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among you." And that goes into all the words that we speak through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah. All we've done was make known the truth of the Lord unto you Israelites, man. Especially when it comes to what the M.O.T.B is. And now we're seeing, as we move forward on this timeline of prophecy, on this prophetic timeline, which is the counsel of the Most High playing out, we're seeing at the end this thing is being manifested. Matter of fact, let's get this as well. Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." And this is what we're witnessing with this M.O.T.B, man. You see? It's been what the men of Great Millstone, beginning with our apostles and elders, have been saying it is through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. You see, it's the RFID, CHIP, and that Neuralink. And we're starting to see this thing be pushed more to the forefront as we get to the end of Esau society. We're seeing Donald Trump and Elon Musk connected at the hip. And do you think that's a coincidence? No, man. You see, all this is happening because they're in the process of pushing forth this M.O.T.B system, as we told you it was going to be, through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, man. And you still got camps out here fucking around in bullshit, talking about the M.O.T.B is everything other than what it really is, man. And you have these sheep who are still following these false camps, and you're going to be led to your death, man. You see? Because we go into it all the time. We tell you exactly what it is all the time, and in the judgment that comes with taking these devices. And these false leaders of your camps are not getting you prepared mentally or spiritually to have to endure with what's coming next, man. So what I want to do is have this video here from Jason A. We're going to play a little bit of it. See what the speed is. So let's get right into it.
Now, it may sound like the stuff of science fiction, but a paralyzed man from Arizona has had a microchip implanted in his brain that allows him to control a computer with his thoughts.
Had a microchip implanted in his brain. You see? Do you think that this is coincidence? No, this is happening more and more and more because they're gradually walking the world into this digital system, and they're going to want to put these devices into you. And it's going to be made mandatory, as it tells you in biblical prophecy. Let's keep going.
Nolan Arbor was injured in a diving accident, but now, after years of being totally dependent on others, Nolan says his life is transformed.
Welcome back, everyone. We've all seen movies like The Matrix, which show characters who can blur the line between man and machine. In our current reality, some...
That nigga, look at that nigga eye, man. Out here looking like goddamn Kano from Mortal Kombat. And y'all still think that this shit is a game.
are on the same journey, putting technology inside of their bodies with microchips. But how high are the risks, and what are the rewards? And what could this mean for our collective future?
In an instant, Nolan's life changed, and the most basic tasks were not doable.
You just have sort of no control, no privacy, and it's hard. And you just have to learn that you have to rely on other people for everything.
But 8 years on, Noland became the first person to get this brain device from Neuralink, a US neurotechnology firm whose founder is Elon Musk.
I just imagine the sensation or what it might look.
He got the Neuralink implanted into his brain. Who's known for Neuralink? Elon Musk. Who's in the White House with Donald Trump right now? Elon Musk. Is that a coincidence? No. This is what it's all coming down to, man. You see? This is what it's all coming down to. As we've been telling you through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man.
Like to wiggle my fingers, something along those lines, and I could get the cursor to move. Now I could actually control my computer with just my thoughts.
A handful of other companies have also...
He can control a computer with just his thoughts. That goes into the miracles that this man is able to do. You see, and that's why they've been steadily walking you into this system as they've advanced technology, man. Upgrading these devices more and more and more. You see, getting you used to tap to pay and paying with your phone. All this was getting you prepared for what they really want to do. You see? And that's laid out according to what the Most High said in prophecy.
Developed and implanted similar chips. So how do these brain chips work?
The device is sitting in the motor region of the brain. It's picking up when someone's thinking about like tapping their fingers. It can create what we call a digital motor output. And that's what's being used with a computer directly to click on things.
Back in Arizona, Noland hopes his brain power means a fulfilling future.
When you guys come together every year, what is the big wish list item that you all hope to one day make?
The thing everyone wants is Neuralink. It's frustrating because it's out there, but we don't know how it's built. So if Elon was willing to open source all of his stuff like we do, that'd be great. It works on the premise that your brain's electrical signals can interface with a computer's electrical signals. That is the dream. That is the Johnny Mnemonic, everyone's favorite movie in biohacking.
Upload begins when you press here.
Or uploading information like in the Matrix.
I know Kung Fu.
There's definitely potential.
In real life transhuman hacker himself, Len No joins us. Len,
thank you for having me.
I've got a quick question to just kick things off. Why?
Well, that's usually the big question. It actually started with the concept of why not? So, to be honest, this was more of a progression. You don't live a pretty normal, vanilla life and then just wake up one morning and say, wow, today's the day I'm gonna start shoving microchips in my arms.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more of a progression. I started with tattoos, got into standard body modifications, piercings.
Standard
augmentation.
I've got a tattoo. Does that mean I'm gonna get chipped up?
Well, that depends. You know, if you're fortunate enough to get it, you never know.
Oh my, what can you run us through your setup? Is that the right?
What are the specs?
Yeah, what are the specs? What do you
I'm one of the few people that actually comes with my own hardware list. So this would actually be the largest one.
Whoa. Is that looks like a Jets cracker? Is that right?
What is it?
This is an NFC and RFID implant, so this allows me to actually interface to the same technologies on your cell phones that you use to tap to pay with. I can also use it to get into physical restrictions like your badging system in this beautiful building. I could skim one of your cards, write it down to one of my implants, and just walk up and open the door.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. But when you say that, right, so if you...
See that? And that's another way they're gonna push it. It's convenient. You don't have to carry your wallet anymore. You don't have to worry about losing your ID or your debit card or any of that. All that information can be downloaded into your chip, and the chip could be put into you, and you never have to worry about losing it. You never have to worry about nobody scamming you or making a duplicate of your card or whatever. These are the things they're going to be pushing, and we've been telling you this, man. This shit ain't a coincidence. This is where they're going with it. You see? So you can go and watch that video. You see the title of the video right here. You can go and watch the rest of it on your own. Let's just get into it, man, because we've gone into this. Forgot. Yep. I had this as well. This is from Fed Scoop, right? This was from March 25th, 2025. It says, Trump order pushes federal government toward electronic payment methods. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not. Everything is going digital. You see? And the engine for this shit is going to be the RFID, CHIP, and that Neuralink. You see, operated through AI. This is where these devils are going. As the Most High has laid it out for us clearly in biblical prophecy. And you got camps talking about, don't worry about this. This don't matter. It's sin. It's white women. No, man. It's this digital system that's going to be what? Afforded through these different devices they want to put into your body. And we see them making all the moves necessary to bring this to pass in the fullness of it, man. Just like Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua has ordained them to do. This is what's coming. This is what's next. So it says what? The EO moves America's bank account away from paper-based payments, and what the White House says is an attempt to cut costs and target fraud. It says what the federal government will shift from paper-based payments to electronic payments. Part of what the White House said in a Tuesday executive order is an attempt to cut costs and reduce fraud. President Donald Trump's EO on modernizing payments to and from America's bank account requires the Treasury Department to phase out paper check disbursements and receipts by September 30th. That includes intragovernmental payments, benefit payments, vendor payments, and tax refunds. Federal agencies will be expected to transition to electronic funds transfer methods, including direct deposit, prepaid card accounts, and other digital options. And it's just going to continue to evolve and evolve and evolve until it's what? In you. Everything is going to be digital. Everything is going to be operated from your digital devices in your body. That's what all this shit is going to. And you see them signing executive orders to make it law. And eventually this shit is going to be made mandatory for everyone to have, just as is laid out in biblical prophecy according to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua's will. As the prophets have made it known unto you through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua. You see? It's all happening, man, and you still got camps running around on that bullshit where it's crystal clear that this is what it's going to. Now it says what? The continued use of paper-based payments by the federal government, including checks and money orders flowing into and out of the United States General Fund, which might be thought of as America's bank account, imposes unnecessary costs, delays, and risks of fraud, lost payments, theft, and inefficiencies, the order states. And guess what? They're allowing these different things to happen so they can have the justification and bringing forth the new digital system that they want to set up. You see all this hacking and fraud and scamming. You think that you think Esau can't stop all that shit if he wanted to? He could, but he doesn't. He wants all these different things to happen. He wants your bank accounts to continue to get hacked. He wants there to be discrepancies in your different checks and all this other shit, man. So they can be justified in bringing in a better way, a better secure digital way, where you don't have to worry about all these different thefts and scams and frauds. With this digital system and these devices put into your body, you don't have to worry about any of that. You see? It says, well, all payments made to the federal government should be processed electronically as soon as practicable per the order. Exceptions can be made for individuals who do not have access to banking services or electronic systems. And you had a couple years ago where they had this initiative where they were trying to get everybody a bank account. You see? I think Bill Gates was the one that was behind that. You see? So they're putting the pieces into place to roll out this digital system, man. This is where this shit is going, as the Most High foretold us in prophecy. It says, or electronic system in emergency situations where electronic disbursement could cause undue hardship in cases with national security or law enforcement implications, and in other circumstances as determined by the Treasury Secretary. So you get it. You can go read the rest of the article on your own. But yeah, this is where it's going, and it's being laid out clear for us in biblical prophecy. Let's get it. We always go into it, and we're going to continue to go into it. And we don't give a fuck about how you feel about it. You got camps and these idiots that's following these false camps on these different comment boards talking shit about Great Millstone for going into the mark of the beast all the time. Do you understand how monumental this is? Do you understand that if you get this device Ain't no coming back from that. Do you understand that if you get this device put into your hand or into your head, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is going to destroy you. This is why we go into this thing as much as we do through the Holy Spirit, because we're giving the warning, we're blowing the trumpet. You see, we're letting you know that this is dangerous. Don't take it. And you niggas is out here following these false leaders who are telling you to take it, just like they told you to take that jab. You see, but with this, ain't no coming back from this, as is laid out in Revelation 14. So the reason we go into this so much is that there's not going to be any excuse for any of you Israelites if you go and get this, because you've heard the warning. Because we see your comments. All GMS is worried about the name and some damn mark of the beast, some microchip. All right, okay. You see? Hey. Revelation 13:16 says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It's going to be made mandatory for everyone in society eventually. And we already see that the test bed, which is Sweden, they have over 5,000. It's probably even more than that now. We've seen little different test beds here in America with 3 square market. These motherfuckers are having chipping parties, all type of shit. Why? It's because this is the new system that Esau is going to have rolled out worldwide. And it's going to be forced upon everyone. It's going to be made mandatory. You see? No matter what your status is. Rich, poor, free, bond. It don't matter. This is what's going to be necessary to operate in this new system that Esau is rolling out. It goes on to tell us in verse 17 that what? And that no man, Revelation 13:17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to operate in society as you're doing now without this device in you. And we see executive orders talking about what? Getting rid of physical payments and doing digital payments electronically. And that's about to be pushed worldwide, globally. And if you're not brought into this new digital system by getting these devices put into you, you're not going to be able to operate. There is the time is coming where you won't be able to go to the gas station to pay with cash. That's being phased out. You won't be able to use cash at grocery stores, and some grocery stores at the point now where they ain't even taking cash no more. Some restaurants are to the point to where they're not even taking cash no more. Why? It's because it's getting you people prepared for what's next. This digital system that you're going to need these devices put into you if you want to operate in it, because you're going to have that digital wallet on that device. It's going to have your personal identification number so they can track and trace all your transactions. You see? So they can track and trace you. That's what this whole thing is about. You see? Global governance through this digital society by way of these devices they want to put into your body. You see that? So Revelation 13:17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, the RFID CHIP, you see, or that Neuralink. It says what? Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. You see, the wicked elite of Esau, Edom, are at the forefront of pushing this thing forth, and you have the nobles of the heathen nations who are right in agreement with Esau pushing this thing forth. That's why it's going to be pushed worldwide, because the leaders of the heathen nations, they're all in agreement with this. You see, but it's being spearheaded by Esau, the so-called white race, beginning with the international banking elite, the head of the wicked. You see, they're the ones who are pushing this forth. It says when his number is 603 score and 666. This is the mark of the beast, man. The RFID, CHIP, and that Neuralink, or whatever other brain-computer interfaces they're going to be offering you in that time. So this is another warning going out to you Israelites, telling you, you are not to get this device put into you. You are to refuse this. If you are following the leader and they're telling you to go ahead and take it, you need to depart from those false leaders, man. Because if you get this device put into your body, a certain destruction awaits, man. If you get this device put into your body in whatever form factor you may get it, you are going to be put to death. And that's what's laid out for any Israelite who gets this put into him. Revelation 14:9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. This is what's written to come to pass for any Israelite that goes and gets this device put into their body. Death by way of fire. When you read about that great fire and that how Babylon the Great is going to become as Sodom and Gomorrah, that's the judgment of Esau. And any of you Israelites that go and get this device put into you, you're going to suffer the same fate Esau is going to suffer. Death and destruction by way of nuclear fire, man. Being burned alive, completely melted away. This is why we go into this so much, man. Because ain't no repenting from this. Ain't no coming back from this. This is why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has a spirit upon Great Millstone so heavy when it comes to making crystal clear what the M.O.T.B is, man. There ain't no gray area when it comes to this. You are not to take this as an Israelite. But if you do go and take it, your judgment is to be destroyed by fire, man. You see? Now 11 says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see that? Ain't no turning back once you have this device put into you. So this is why we go into it so much, and we stand firmly that the M.O.T.B is what Great Millstone has said it is through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Nothing that these camps outside of Great Millstone is saying the M.O.T.B is not adding up to what we see coming to pass. It doesn't add up to what's written in biblical prophecy, man. It's not the M.O.T.B is not sin. It's not an embargo. It's not white women. It's not a spiritual mark. You see? And yes, it is coming. We see this thing unfolding more and more each and every day. And before you know it, you're going to look up and this shit is going to be made mandatory as the Most High said it was going to be or is going to be. And we're going to continue to warn until the Most High says enough is enough. But there would be no excuse for any Israelite in that time, man, because we've gone into this extensively. I'm talking about going into all the words, breaking it down, showing you that this is what it is, man. So if you still want to follow these false leaders, you see, who are going to lead you into taking this, hey, be our guest, man. Be our guest. But you will not be able to say you have not been warned, because Great Millstone is at the forefront of making known what this M.O.T.B is, and we're going to continue to blow the trumpet on this prophecy as we see it come to pass more and more as we get to the end of Esau's society, man. So I just wanted to go into that real quick, man. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.